6:03 on a Tuesday, October 29th, 47 degrees now. Look for highs today around 70, partly cloudy. Good morning, I'm Michelle Basch.
And I'm John Aaron. The top local story we're following this hour involves election 2024. The next big rally in the presidential race is happening later today right here in the nation's capital. The details from our Nick Iannelli.
If you plan to be driving near the White House later, you may want to change those plans, as traffic will likely be tied up due to a major rally on the Ellipse right by the White House, hosted by Vice President Kamala Harris. Harris's campaign says it could draw 20,000 people. Gates open to the public at 3 this afternoon, though the program won't start until around 7 o'clock, with overflow crowds being directed to the northeast grounds of the Washington Monument. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, noting the heightened political tension, says there will be extra security in the city.
We continue to ask the public to be vigilant. If they see anything out of the ordinary, call us at 911 or alert a law enforcement official.
In the district, Nick Iannelli, WTOP News.
And this hour, emergency parking restrictions go into effect on parts of 17th Street, Constitution Avenue, and 15th Street. Starting around noon, many streets near the rally spot will be closed to traffic. Stay with us all day for the latest traffic on the 8s. Former President Trump, meanwhile, is expected to campaign today in Pennsylvania.
Just a week before the election, a new politically charged statue has popped up in downtown D.C. WTOP's Luke Lukert tells us more.
The nearly 8-foot-tall statue here at Freedom Plaza shows a hand clasping a tiki torch, all in bronze. Though it only popped up here this week, it looks aged and like it's been here for years. The plaque on a plaster base made to look like a pillar reads, "The Donald J. Trump Enduring Flame," saying it pays tribute to the former president and the, quote, "very fine people he boldly stood to defend," referring to comments made in the aftermath of riots and protests during the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville in 2017. A similar statue popped up earlier this month on the National Mall with a replica of former Speaker Nancy Pelosi's desk with a bronze poop on top dedicated to January 6th rioters. At Freedom Plaza, Luke Lukert, WTOP News.
Crime in Montgomery County is up and down, depending on what category you look at. WTOP's Kate Ryan reports on the varied picture presented to a county council committee.
On the positive side, auto thefts, which went through the roof after 2019, have slowed by 2% in Montgomery County. Looking at the overall picture, Assistant Police Chief Darren Frank told the County Council's Public Safety Committee,
any chief will say we're not going to take credit for the reductions because they can swing the other way wildly, right?
Absolutely.
But Frank did credit some of the intensive public information and prevention campaigns with putting a dent in the auto theft stats. Violent crimes like homicides and rapes are down, but Susan Farag, a county council legislative analyst, added this.
There are some notable exceptions to that, and that includes commercial burglaries that are up by 7%, shoplifting up by 18%, and non-commercial robberies up by 15%.
And when it comes to opioids, fatal overdoses are down from 79 last year to 36 this year. Kate Ryan, WTOP News.
Glam and glitter will be front and center tonight at D.C.'s 17th Street high heel race. WTOP's Dick Giuliano reports it all started as an unplanned event.
Theo Green, associate professor and chair of sociology at Bowdoin College, recalls the first high heel race.
That original race was just a spontaneous, event. And it was drag queens running up the sidewalk from what is now JR's Bar on 17th up the street to Annie's Paramount Steakhouse.
Thousands of spectators are expected to watch drag queens in high heels parade about and then race a block in the annual event sponsored by the Office of the Mayor.
And so to come together and see that we're all united and we're not, such a small group, there's a lot of us and we have a lot of allies. A lot of street people come to this and event and support us in other ways.
Dick Giuliano, WTOP News.
Coming up, how to bet on the presidential election, traffic and weather in 30 seconds.